Hey, how we doing, YouTube? And what's up to everybody watching? My name is JQ Thompson, and I own a commercial cleaning business in the East Tennessee region, in the East region of Tennessee, which we call East Tennessee or the Appalachians. I'm gonna drink some more of this drink. I just finished lunch, had a little Subway. A little bit of that raspberry, I don't know, white chocolate raspberry cookie they got. Fire. It's amazing, but lunch was cool though, man. Had me a little sub sandwich, a little flatbread. Had me this water. There's some of these waters here on the table, so I definitely grabbed me a couple to have it with, over some ice and a banana. So today's topic is going to be about what kind of leadership do you have, and what kind of leadership are you going towards in your business? And if you're not a business owner or a leader of other people, how can I put this? How are your actions, and how is your personality fitting in with the team to make the team continue to get better? Because once the team gets better, once the leader or person is at a good level of leadership, the team can bring up a level of leadership. The business can run itself and have a healthy, thriving environment that's really needed in most businesses to eliminate high turnover, toxic environments, and a negative overall culture. So I'm gonna go ahead and just go through. I'm gonna show y'all what I did here. It's just a sneak peek on what's inside. So basically, the topic is what are my switches, and it gives you 3 categories of switches, and I'll go through and tell you all a few questions they had on here and the rating system as well. So it has 3 switches, and what these switches are value, capability, and responsibility. So we have some other words like innate and conditional go with value. Innate and conditional go with the value. Capability, possible and limited. Responsibility, you have shared and isolated. So these are some adjectives that go along with these topics, some adjectives there. So the first one I have here is responsibility of a leader. But again, I'm gonna show you all what we got here. It's not only a leader, but it also has the organization, my organization, and my team as well, and then myself and how I rank all those. I think to do these other 2, I would have to either get my team scores and or just have a meeting with my team and we all do this together. That's how I will get this done. So for responsibility, it has, does the person or leader take ownership over their own emotions and behaviors, which I rated myself a 3 for that. It says, does the leader or person who's doing this test allow others to take ownership over their emotions, thoughts, or behaviors? Then we have the last one I'll give you all is when a person that's a leader or a person that's on a team, when they ask a question, is it going to be assertive and direct on what's expected and what's needed? Because if you have a leader that's kind of hitting around a point that need to be, you got this one main point. You want to hit that bullseye every single time. But if you're a leader and you bouncing around, getting these 20s over here around a dartboard, you're never going to get the bullseye. So if you want to get the bullseye and have your team run how you need it to run to be successful in a place that you enjoy coming to, be direct with your team. Tell them, hey, this is what it is. This is what I expect. And if they start falling off, you tell them, hey, man, you falling off, and don't feel bad about it. As a young leader, I used to always feel bad. My first time being a leader or a manager role was when I worked at a factory it was about 2019, I believe. Yeah, about 2019 is when I did that. And I did it for a brief time. I was about 23 years old. I was a leader. I knew I was a leader. I wanted to be a leader. Matter of fact, it's not that I wanted to be. I'm a natural born leader. So I know that it's in me to lead others. Now I'm a business owner. But in this role, at that time in my life, I had a team under me, but I was not able to lead my team how they should have been led, which led me to burn out myself and quit being a leader or quit being a manager at that facility. Of course, they had other things going on in the plant that I didn't agree with as well. But the main thing is I'm going to take my full blame on myself and say that, I wasn't ready for the position of the role at the time. Could I do it better now? Who knows? Would I want to? No. If I had to, would I? You're damn right. We got mouths to feed over here. All right, so the next category they had listed was the capability. And this is going to be, again, of a leader, a team, and an organization. So does the leader or person you're dealing with on the team seek to understand or already have all the answers? Do they share ideas and resources to help find the best solution? So do I seek to understand? I rated myself a 2 on that one. I gave myself a 2 on that one. Do I share ideas and resources for the best solution? I gave myself a 3 on that one. And then do I invest in others' success? A 3 was given on that one as well. I'm really big on always giving my team opportunities, but not only through my company, but as their own company. Showing them ways to start their own side business or side hustle is key. But not only side business and side hustle, but also showing them how to save money, retain money, giving them quotes, books, as much as I can to make sure that not only I'm growing, but that they can also grow as well. And then the last one they had, which I put a 3 as well, is does the leader or the person that you're dealing with turn a failure into a learning opportunity? So are we gonna learn here, or are we gonna go back and forth? It's happened, it's over, let it be. Don't sit there and harbor on it. We can only grow from this. But if a person is making the same mistake over and over and over, and it's a true mistake, get them out of there, or they're gonna ruin the whole culture, right? All right. So on to this last page, and the last one we had is value. Now, value had a lot of things you could rate on, but I'll only do a couple. The first 3 is what I've been doing. The first 3 I'll stay on. So we got value. And then the first one that it asks is, does the leader or person listen and validate the feelings of the person that you're talking to without judging them? I got a 2 on that one, because sometimes I do, jump the gun maybe and be like, I don't want to hear that today, because I got to play the hat of not only the boss man, but also the hiring manager and the team lead. So sometimes when I'm stressed out doing things of a boss, or having to coordinate all these things, sometimes I don't want to hear what's going on. I'm getting straight to it. Hey, listen, we don't got time for feelings right now. We're getting money. We're getting money. The next one was, does the person assume positive intentions or does the person assume positive intentions and check assumptions? So what I got from that basically is, you don't assume on somebody, and you always have the best outlook, positive outlook on the situation before you know what's going on. And then again, don't assume anything negative. On that one, I put a 3 for myself. I'm pretty good about that. I always hear my team out, or the person I'm dealing with, I hear them out and see what they're talking about, what they're saying, before I add my 2 cents in. And then the last one that I put a 3 for myself again is, does the person emphasize by finding a common emotional ground? So let's say that I have a person that dog has died. I don't have a dog. I barely even like dogs, but will I have a dog one day? You never know. But I don't really like dogs because of the fur and all. I hear about a person, hey, my dog died. I've had a dog before in the past, so I know how it feels to have a death of a dog or a family. It's almost family, but they can't talk to you, right? So again, I've had a dog before. I know how that feels to have a dog die or an animal die on you. It doesn't feel good. So a person say, I'm having a bad day, or hey, I can't come in today. I got to go get this off me first. I understand that. So we're not going to harbor on that, And then the last one I have to share with you all before I wrap this on up is, this is a good one. And I put a 3 on this one as well. It says, is the person able to separate the person from the behavior that they're doing? So I'm very good about that. Even if somebody's doing me wrong or doing something that I feel like is wrong to me, I'm always able to try to, not say that, oh, they're just a butthole or whatever, but say, man, maybe at this time they felt this certain way, and how they came off was just a bad way to me. But now if it's continuing behavior, I might say, okay, this person's behavior and how they act can't be separated. That's just them, and that's who they're gonna be, and that's what it's gonna be. But being able to separate the person from how they behave or what they do, I put a 3 for that as well. And on the overall test, you got a score. You got a 0 to 1, which would be the danger zone for the person needs to be more accountable, compassionate, more compassionate with accountability. 1 and 2 will be a potential zone for a great leader to start to thrive. Then 2 to 2.5 will be an opportunity zone where a leader is starting to kind of build that momentum to becoming a great leader. So you got the potential zone where you on a teeter-totter, then the opportunity zone where you already starting that flow, starting that build momentum. And then the last one we had was, let me move papers around here because I took what I needed and put the rest to the side. The last one was the strength zone. And basically this person is already a leader. They hold their team accountable and they are compassionate. And what it says is, man, just keep that alive and keep it up. And what I scored was a 2.67, which puts me in a strength zone. And do I agree with this test? I definitely do, because I started my business in 2021, and I have about I know for sure 2 people that have been with me for that long. When I opened my doors of this business, I had a lady come on. Her name is Shannon. Works for me to this day. Still works with me to this day still, and I'm grateful for her and all that she does for our team. But again, once you have a good leadership and a good leader to lead the team and make sure everything's straight, you start to get people like that to gravitate to you and want to join your team. We had a team full of people that's just gonna join on and stay on. I'll be blessed, but we know not everybody works out. Some people don't do what's necessary and bring certain things that's not good for the team to the team. But for myself, again, having a 2.67, which put me in a strength zone, I feel like, I'm able to keep my team retained and keep them happy. As long as they're able to do the right things and do their job and perform, you might not hear from me for months, a month at a time. Every 2 you might, hey, how you doing? How the family doing type of call. But other than that, man, I let my team roll it and get to it. If you're a business owner or a person on a team wanting to get better or better your team, I don't know what this is called or where it came from. I know where it came from, but I'm not sure what site it came from. But if you have a team you want to grow and build with, I think this would be a great test for everybody to take, talk about, and see where y'all can continue to build and grow the business at. Other than that, y'all have a great day. And again, if you're in the East Tennessee region or the eastern region of Tennessee, don't forget about Superior Mountain, where we do commercial cleaning, window cleaning, power washing on concrete. Not doing residential at all, so don't call me for it. I'm not going to do it. But TK will get you right. Again, out of East Tennessee region for all commercial janitorial services and maintenance. So hit us up, 423-823-0050, and we will get you a quick quote in on your services. Other than that, y'all have a great day, and I'm off YouTube for the time being. Holla.